You do the right things at the right times, especially if you do them on a regular basis, that you can really improve the health of your total oral cavity and your teeth and your breath.
Welcome back to Biohacking Insights. Recently, Dr. Andrew Huberman talked about the critical role oral health plays in our body and brain health. This raises an important question. How can we truly take care of our teeth and enhance our oral health? Let's see.
Let's talk about how cavities form, because I think this is the major question that people ask when asking about or thinking about oral health.
Let's brush up on how cavities form. But don't worry, we'll also reveal powerful tools and tips to fight them later in this video. So stay tuned. According to Huberman, cavities are like tiny holes that start in your tooth's hard outer layer, enamel. If you don't stop them, they can grow bigger and reach the softer layer under the enamel. That's when the dentists need to drill and fill your tooth. The good news is we can keep our teeth healthy by keeping our mouth not too acidic. Our saliva helps keep things balanced, but some things can make our mouth too acidic and cause cavities. Let's find out what.
Turns out that no specific food, not even sugar, causes cavities. Cavities are not caused by sugar. Cavities are caused by bacteria that feed on sugar.
So what causes cavities is not a specific food, not even sugar itself. The culprit is bacteria that feast on sugar, producing acid as a byproduct. This acid eats away at the tooth, creating the cavity. And surprisingly, there are several types of cavity-causing bacteria, but the main one is strep mutants. You could just call them germs. Interestingly, you aren't born with strep mutants, but it's contagious. It can be passed through shared utensils, bottles, or even a kiss. Now, Huberman doesn't suggest that you avoid these everyday interactions altogether. The point is, strep mutants is common, and it takes up residence in your mouth, just waiting for its next sugary snack. When sugar enters the picture, strep mutants get to work, producing cavity-causing acid. This is especially true if your mouth is already leaning towards a demineralized state. However, the acidity doesn't mean you have to banish all things tart or tangy. The occasional lemon slice in your water, a sip of soda, or a cup of tea. All these are fine. If you're finding our content helpful, make sure you subscribe for more. Because as a twist, strep mutants isn't just a sugar fiend. Strep mutants love to eat sugary and starchy foods like pasta, bread, and even oatmeal. They turn this food into acid which eats away at your teeth like tiny Pac-Mans. But brushing and flossing get rid of these germs and the acid that they make. So the more you brush and floss, the less time these acid-making germs have to do their damage. The secret is to keep the acid levels in your mouth low. This is basically a tug of war between the good guys, remineralization, and the bad guys, demineralization. Brushing and flossing help the good guys win by getting rid of the bad guys and the acid that they make. This can even help reverse tiny cavities that are just starting.
Now let's talk about some protocols that involve changing the chemistry of your mouth. And one of the key protocols that I'd like to discuss is the use of an artificial sugar called xylitol.
Did you know there's a special sugar that fights cavities? It's called xylitol, and unlike regular sugar, it tricks the cavity-causing bacteria in your mouth. Those bacteria are tiny cavity monsters. They love munching on sugar, which fuels them to make acid. This acid weakens your teeth, leading to cavities. But xylitol throws a wrench in their plans. The monsters gobble up xylitol like it's sugar, but xylitol can't be broken down the same way. The monsters can't make acid, so your teeth are safe from their attacks. Xylitol also weakens these cavity monsters, making it harder for them to grow and form colonies on your teeth. It's like a double whammy, no cavity acid and fewer monsters. This makes xylitol a champion for your oral health. It can even reduce inflammation in your gums and other soft tissues in your mouth. No wonder dentists love it. Many have created xylitol mints and gums specifically for after-meal use. By popping a few of these mints or chewing some gum, you're giving your mouth a powerful chemistry boost and keeping those cavity monsters at bay. If you're looking for the best xylitol-based toothpaste, check out the link in the description.
There is a lot of controversy out there about which toothpastes are better for us, maybe even bad for us, and best for us.
So we talked about xylitol and how it can be a great addition to your toothpaste. But what about the fluoride debate? There are two main schools of thought on fluoride in toothpaste. Some believe it strengthens teeth by creating super strong bonds within the tooth structure. Others worry about potential health risks from fluoride. If you're concerned about fluoride, there are non-fluoride toothpastes available. Most of these contain hydroxyapatite, a mineral that naturally strengthens teeth and can even help remineralize enamel. They often use xylitol for its cavity-fighting benefits. For those seeking a fluoride-free option, look for toothpaste with hydroxyapatite and xylitol. These toothpastes may also contain a mild abrasive to help remove plaque.
Okay, let's talk about mouthwash, or mouthwashes, plural.
Now let's talk about mouthwash. Now you wouldn't know it, but most mouthwashes, especially those with alcohol, harm your oral health. As Dr. Huberman explained, alcohol-based mouthwashes disrupt the healthy balance of bacteria in your mouth, which is called the oral microbiome. Your mouth microbiome is like a garden. You want a variety of healthy plants, bacteria, growing there. Alcohol-based mouthwashes are like weed killers. They get rid of some bad bacteria, but they also kill the good ones you need for a healthy mouth. There are some prescription mouthwashes with antiseptics for severe bacterial infections. If your dentist prescribes one, that's a different story. For most people who just want fresh breath and to kill some extra bacteria, there are better options. Now you can ditch the alcohol-based mouthwash and still have fresh breath. Look for mouthwashes that are alcohol-free and don't contain harsh antiseptics. These can be a little harder to find, but they are available.
I think it's worth taking a step back and also asking the question, are there any zero or very, very low cost or even cost-saving alternatives to any of this? And the great answer is yes. There are actually a number of things that you can do with basic over-the-counter stuff from the grocery store that all the dentists I spoke to said, yeah, that's a pretty good option.
So beyond mouthwash, there are also some surprisingly cheap and effective ways to keep your mouth clean. Many dentists recommend a simple baking soda and water solution for brushing. As Dr. Huberman also mentioned, baking soda is mildly abrasive and can help remove plaque, the film that builds up on your teeth. It might even whiten your teeth a little. Just be sure to use a soft toothbrush and don't scrub too hard. While Dr. Huberman cautioned against baking soda and hydrogen peroxide rinses, a simple salt solution can actually be a good alternative. Dissolve some salt in water until it almost won't dissolve anymore. Swish it around in your mouth, then spit it out and follow with plain water. This creates a healthy environment for good bacteria in your mouth.
Critical time. The most essential time to brush and floss and clean the mouth and get the milieu of the mouth correct for tooth care and mouth overall oral health is at night before you go to sleep.
But when is the best time to send in these reinforcements? According to Huberman, nighttime is the ultimate champion. It's super important because throughout the day, your mouth makes spit, saliva, that washes away leftover food and keeps things clean. But at night, your mouth doesn't make as much spit. It's like your mouth is taking a break. So without the extra cleaning, any tiny bits of food left on your teeth can turn into a party for cavity-causing bugs. These bugs use leftover food to make acid, which can weaken your teeth. So if you could only brush or floss once a day, nighttime is the best time. Brushing before bed, using xylitol products, ditching alcohol-based mouthwash, and trying natural alternatives like baking soda or salt solution are all science-backed ways to keep your smile bright and healthy. So by following these tips, you can ditch the harsh chemicals and support a healthy oral microbiome for fresher breath and better overall health. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss any of our transformative content. In our next video, we'll reveal the neuroscientist-approved sleep habits that can truly change your life. Stay tuned.